I'm up against the ceiling today. As a result of this, you can probably barely see it, but either the paper or the paint has bubbled up here and here. This was a result as a leak in the roof. The roof has been fixed, but now the wall still looks awful because of these bubbles. I'm going to cut the bubbles out, figure out what's behind it, see how much repair work I need to do back there, and then the wall will need to be painted to get everything to match. I'll repair the hole and then paint it. So here goes. So there you go. I was totally expecting to have the whole backboard rotted out and just be able to push my finger through it. But the water didn't damage the sheetrock at all. It was just the surface. So you can see where I cut out a giant hole, ready to cut the whole sheetrock out. But as it turns out, I didn't need it. Because the paint is away, these little edges on the paint, they're going to still need a very thin coat, just one coat of spackle, which I will do next. There we go. All smoothed out. I will let that dry for a day, and then tomorrow I'll come back and sand it down, put on a little bit of primer, and then paint the wall. So while that's drying, I'm going to do my next project. It's way up there. It's about 16 to 20 feet up in the air, and it's a gutter that has a hole in it. It leaks down onto our bridge and causes the bridge to be really slick, worried about people falling. I've already set up the ladder, and if you look, I don't have someone holding it for me, so I've tied it to the railing right there. I've got my great straps here I got for my birthday with all my tools in it. I'm gonna have to wear gloves because I'll be working with some sharp sheet metal, and I'm going to tie myself up just in case. This is not made to catch you if you fall. This is just to keep me from falling in the first place. Anyway, see you at the top. So here I am up at the top. The hole is right about here. I've strapped myself in. I'm going to get rid of some of the muck up here first, so I can take a look at what this looks like. Okay, so I had no idea I was going to go through this stuff so fast. I would have bought 2 bottles if I had. But yeah, I used the whole bottle on just the top. I wanted to do another piece of metal on the bottom, but wasn't able to do that. Hopefully this will seal it, and I'm not confident though. I'm not sure how else to seal this thing. I may just have to replace part of it. Never replaced gutter before, so I'll have to figure that out. Okay, gutter cleaning next. And that's cleaning the gutters. So after the chainsaw video yesterday, I've got a few pieces of wood that I cut over a year ago now, and they've been sitting out and drying. I'm going to use a moisture meter, and this is going to tell me, you know, how dry they've got, if they're ready to use or not, if we can turn them into planks. This is all poplar, so I've got the end piece here and several large pieces, and you just take the moisture meter, you stick it in like this. Oh, turn it on first. You stick the pins into the wood. It'll tell you 11%, so the moisture's low, which means this is good to go. We'll try another one here, and I'll put it in the end this time. Should be about the same. About 7, just under 7. And we'll put it in the grain this way, about 8. So these are all good to go, and they feel pretty solid. So those will be good to use for whatever I need. That's all poplar right there. These are red oak, and these things are massive. I mean, these boards are extremely massive. That gives you an idea. That's 2 inches thick. So they're big. Let's see how they're doing. These may take a little longer. So medium, 12%. So they're not quite. Yeah, about 12 on that one. Let's take a look at this one. This one's 10. 11. So this top one's not quite. I think it was sitting a little farther out, 10. So this one's good. This is an even bigger piece I've got here. It'll have to be cut up before it's usable. But those are ready to go, and I can cut them and use them now for whatever I need. They're really massive. They weigh probably about 150 pounds each. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get them over to my saw. They're not only heavy, but awkward. So yeah, I'll be working with that soon. It's time to plant some roses. Hey, so one of the things I'm doing today is fixing microwave oven. I have no idea what the actual problem is, but the LED display only works if you bang on it. Thinking maybe a loose connection, something along those lines, may have to replace a resistor or something. But I'm going to take it apart and see if I can figure it out. Most important thing before you ever work on anything like this, make sure it's unplugged. So here we go. After some research and putting this on my bench, it seems this is a common problem with Kenmore, not just the microwaves, but ranges and everything they do, that the display stops working. After looking at it, it's not a great display. I mean, what is that? You need like 5 wires to send to the display. Are you controlling everything manually? I believe it's the chip that they're using. This guy right here doesn't seem to be working properly. That could be wrong, but I've seen 50 or 60 people complain about the same thing, and not just microwaves. So it seems this is dead. Oh, you can order this part. It's $300, which the microwave itself only cost just under $200. So I don't know why they would even think about selling this for $300. We have a new microwave, we've already got it. So I am going to take this one and scrap it for parts. Okay, so out of this microwave, I could have pulled a lot of stuff, but this is what I pulled out. This little motor, this is pretty cool. There's a lot of neat little things you can do with this. This is probably one of the neatest things I got out of this. So this is the motor that controls the base that turns, and it has all its information here, so I will be testing that out. 3 watts, 21 volts. Oh, the voltage is pretty high on it. But yeah, that's neat. Be testing that out a lot. This fan, this is really cool. I need to cut some of the plastic off of this. Maybe even take it complete. I think I should just take it completely off the plastic. It might have to be cut off though. But this is a neat little fan. Let's see if I can take it off. I think the blade is blocking it. Let's see if the blade does not come off easily. So it will have to be probably cut out of this, which is not a problem. I can do that. Giant capacitor. Can't have too few of those to be a mad scientist. And massive transformer. This is what makes the microwave so heavy. this is probably 75% of the weight of the entire microwave. These things are huge and very powerful. They take a little bit of voltage and turn it into a lot of voltage. So I'm going to be keeping that. There are a lot more things in there I could take. There's some neat switches for the door and things like that, the buttons on it, but I'm trying to cut back how much I actually am storing. So just these 4 things I pulled off of it, and yeah, that's pretty neat. I'll be testing all the microwave worked fine, except for the display, so you couldn't really see anything, which makes it very, very difficult to use. So I'll be trashing the rest of that, and I'll be using these. I think I have a use for that already. And of course the fan. I can never have enough fans to cool my projects. Anyway, that's the microwave. So next up for repair is an industrial meat slicer. Let's take it apart and take a look. Okay, well, after testing, it seems it was a bad breaker that just needed a little nudge, and once I gave it the nudge, it works just fine now. So I'm going to grease it up, make sure everything moves the way it's supposed to and turns the way it's supposed to, and then put it back together, and that'll be that. Thank you for watching a little bit of what I'm working on while I am here all week on my own. If you liked it and want to see me do this again tomorrow or something, please let me know, and have a good night.